Do you ever stop and think for 1 second that the reason why we don't have celebrity friends, Samantha, is because we don't know any celebrities?
I'm not doing what you think I'm going to do for Chelsea Handler.
Listen, I
Nope.
listen, I need you to be
Nope.
open-minded.
Nope.
Open your
No.
mind. Don't
No.
oh, yes.
No.
Yes.
There's a
You don't
reason why
even
we didn't make friends those 2 times before. There's a reason. Don't even start. There's a reason.
But we made an acquaintance.
You little psycho. There's a
Listen.
reason.
A sign does not make somebody a psycho. All I'm saying is that it's nice weather. We can find out where Chelsea Handler's staying. We can
No.
find out when she's driving through town, and we can have a sign saying, "Hey,
No.
Chelsea."
No. Oh my God. I'm having
We
PTSD flashbacks.
right? We love
I'm not
you.
doing this again.
Welcome to Saskatoon.
No.
Just be
No.
open-minded.
No, I know that you feel you need to have celebrity friends and I'm all for you having them, but I am not doing this again.
We can
I
do this.
know all the weird stuff you made me do.
Listen. Third time's the charm.
No.
Third time's the charm. Third time. Open your mind. Be open-minded.
I would love to meet Chelsea Handler, just not in the way that you want to meet her.
Listen. She doesn't even know that she needs us in her life yet. That's how important this is. She needs 2 Canadian funny girls in her life.
I can't wait for you to explain this to the police.
It's not like that.
Welcome to another episode of I Shake My Head with Lisa and Sam.
Hello, friends of the podcast.
What are you doing? Sleeping? Hello, Lisa. Where you're like, I was taking a nap and you woke me up.
It's my hoof and mouth disease, right? It's throwing me off a little bit. Right?
Oh, folks, if only you could see her face.
Oh, God. And then I'm kind of embarrassed that if you go to the YouTube, you will.
Because, okay, picture this, folks. Picture this.
Pretty.
You know that kid in your elementary school, in your home classroom, and he had licked his lips so raw that there was a red circle around his entire mouth because he couldn't stop himself. That's Lisa.
I have licked and licked too much. But I have not licked anything that I'm not supposed to lick. Nothing on the no lick zone. No lick list.
Oh, are you sure?
Uh-huh. The products I have bought, the creams I have used, the ointment, the Vaseline, the this, the that, the this, the that. And same thing. Moral of the story, you should just try stop licking your lips.
Okay, oh my God. You have to laugh because you're doing this to yourself a little bit.
Apparently it's totally self-inflicted.
Is it really?
There's no infection.
It is oh, you
like not on purpose. Samantha, I have a problem. I can't help licking.
You suck.
Right? I don't know. Anyways, listen.
Oh, okay. Let's move beyond your face.
I'm sure it will be here next week to talk about too. Right? The moneymaker is not looking so pretty.
No.
Right?
All right.
What can
Let's
you do?
Move on, shall we?
What's the girl supposed to do? Samantha, Christmas, been and gone. Got the badge. Got the badge to say I did it, the whole bit.
Yep. We've all been through it.
Put it in the back till next year, hey?
Uh-huh.
Right?
Yeah. It was very exciting.
Oh, it just becomes so much, right?
It didn't feel like Christmas because we have no fucking snow.
Okay, don't go there. Don't. I got to tell you something. Guess what I did?
What?
I turned down Mike saying, "Hey, do you want an Apple iPhone watch?" I turned it down.
Why?
It's expensive. Because it's expensive. It's so expensive, right? And there's nothing wrong with my Fitbit. And you know what? Do I want to learn something new right now? I don't know. Right? Like maybe if it was cold out and snowy and you were having snow days, I'd say yeah, because then I got something to do, right? I got a new toy to play with. I don't really need anything new right now. Right? Don't get me wrong. I don't know when that opportunity is gonna come back.
Oh, probably not for a while.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
'Cause
I
I'm
could make
thinking,
mention of, like, being the breadwinner and you should just do whatever you want with your own money, but I'm not gonna
right?
say that actually.
You can't, right? Everybody makes their own bread. Everybody brings in their own bread, right? Right? You bring in your bread, everybody
Ah,
brings in their bread, but you combine your bread, right? When you're a married couple, your bread is combined. So you got to
yeah.
think about it like that,
Yeah. Stir that fucking pot, Lisa.
right? Samantha. The good thing is that I said no, right? Because I'm just like, you
Yes.
know what? That's a grown-up thing for me. Because that means I am seeing things in a different light.
Oh, wow. Like, you don't need all the possessions and you don't need the newest of the new, and
Well,
next year you won't need the new iPhone
I'm not saying that.
10,000.
If it was new iPhone, hi, don't even talk to me, right? You could have gone and got a brand new one and you still won't do it,
No.
right? You still keep using your crappy old one.
I like my phone.
Yeah, I know, but you don't because you don't like change that way. Okay, enough, right? Enough. I'm just saying, right? I did a good thing. I
Yes, you
said no.
did.
I said no. I said no to
Oh,
Starbucks today too. Well, it
what?
was closed, but
Oh.
had it been open, that would have been different, right?
So saying no was just a titch bit easier.
A little bit easier when it's closed, right? I will not take a
Uh-huh.
hot chocolate today, actually, Starbucks. So take that and smoke it in your pipe. Okay,
Oh,
okay.
goodness.
As a Gen Xer, I always just like, I only think of Christmas in terms of being like a kid,
Mhm.
right? Like all the things. That's my frame of reference is just a kid. Do you remember? And I don't know if this still goes on or not, the stress that used to come with Christmas Day. You'd be up, you'd be playing with your toys, and all of a sudden it'd be 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and then your mom would start having a hissy fit because nobody's dressed for supper, nobody's dressed for company, and you had to go get all dressed up so you could eat.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
two rules I wanted when I was growing up. That one to go away and to be able to only use ragu spaghetti sauce with no meat on pasta when I grew up. Those were my only 2 things I looked forward to as an
Ah,
adult, right? When I was
wow.
little,
That's
right? I had
not a
low
lot.
goals. I had
Yeah,
low
you did.
I set the bar low, right? I wanted to succeed, right? I wanted to succeed. Did you get all dressed up
Ah.
for Christmas?
No, I did not. I did wear a somewhat festive sweater and a pair of jeans. We don't gussy up anymore.
Tell me what your festive sweater looks like. I feel I know most your sweaters. I'm just trying to think which one you might be thinking. It's
It
the
just
burgundy,
looks like
right?
a festive sweater. That it's not like,
Oh, is it
nothing
your Nordic?
lights. Yes, it's my Nordic sweater.
Did you wear the matching Nordic socks?
I did.
Nice. Friends of the podcast, you can there was a picture of us on our hair day. That was
Ah,
the outfit Samantha was wearing. It is
yes.
kind of, you know,
So
I wouldn't say it's festive, I'd say it's wintry.
it's winter.
It's wintry, right? That's what I would say.
Yeah, we don't get. I like you. We would have to get torn away from our toys. We would have to clean up, dress up, and go over to my grandparents
Oh,
um,
it's the
for Din
worst.
Din, and then we were all like festively adorned in our probably. If I know my mother, uh, my sister and I were probably in matching outfits.
Somebody's matching for sure, right?
Yeah,
Totally, somebody's
with
matching.
tights. Yeah,
Yeah,
for sure. We were totally matching. And
yeah.
I can envision the one Christmas at my grandparents on Island Road in Oliver. And it was I remember us being in the living room and sister and I was they were a blue dress with a white collar, I think. And we had our white tights on. We were quite the
White
spectacle.
tights.
Yeah, white tights.
Did you as a little girl, did your mom ever dress you in
Uh,
those, remember those roughly bum panties?
no, I don't remember that.
Oh, I remember we had those. Those were our fancy panties, right? And they had like little ruffles on the bum, right? And then you'd have your little
Yeah.
leotards over top
Yeah.
of them and your little dress.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I remember about Christmas, being dressed up,
I
right?
remember too from that being over at my grandparents' house or just like over it's at one of the relatives' house for a
Mm.
party or something, is sleeping among the coats
Oh, on the bed,
on the bed because it was
having a
warm.
nap,
Yeah,
right?
having a nap.
Yeah, that's kinda
I
true
remember
too.
that.
Or as a kid, if your parents had to take you over to their friend's house on a Saturday night, you
Yeah.
always were going to, "We're just gonna put Lisa to sleep on the coats, on everybody's coats."
Yeah, I
Right?
don't know. It was fun when we were kids, but I'm
But
sure
not to
someone would be
dress
like, "That's horrible."
well, it was fine, right? Except for I'm sure every time an adult wanted their coat,
I
"Hey,
know.
I'm finally taller than you right now.
Because
You're
you adjusted
slouch
your
no,
camera, you
you're
moron.
slouching. Are you slouching?"
No, I'm not slouching. You adjusted your camera.
Friends of the podcast, sorry to stop that important conversation about sleeping with the coats. Before we
Oh
started
my gosh.
recording, Samantha and I were having an argument because she looked so much taller, and I thought she had a special cushion on her chair.
No, because it's called camera angles.
Oh, no, I'm taller. Oh, don't be a now you're just being a bitch. Now you I can't do any more because then I'm gonna reveal parts I don't want revealed.
Nobody needs to see that. Stop.
No, put your
Stop what
camera
you're
back,
doing.
Samantha, or else I will. No,
No.
I will not.
No, I will
Oh,
not. Okay. I
well.
feel like we need a Christmas do-over when we
Oh.
finally get snow.
Oh god, you wanna do all this again?
No, like I just feel like there's a piece missing
Did you miss
in
tobogganing or something?
in in the Saskatchewan Christmas
Oh.
realm for those parts that didn't get snow. I feel like when we get snow, people are going to be like, "We should do Christmas again."
Bah humbug Gibson over here is gonna say, "Get over it." Right? How about instead of doing Christmas over again, how about we
Ah,
just look forward to nicer weather coming sooner?
well, in 3 months we'll have spring.
Let's hopefully maybe we'll get it a month sooner because
Well,
the
shit's
weather
about
won't
to
know what to
happen.
do, right?
Oh, my brother got the 2024 Farmer's Almanac
Oh, yeah? How's our week
in his
off look?
in his stocking. It looks fine,
Good.
but apparently we're in for 10 years of drought in Saskatchewan.
Oh,
So
it's like the dirty 30s have come back.
apparently, I'm
Wow.
like, awesome. Can't wait to live through dirt.
Wow, hey? That's not cool, hey?
I'm like, oh, that's all we need is for someone to go around going, yeah, we're going into a drought, and
No, we
everyone's
don't
gonna
need to go
panic
into
and
right? We have too many farmers that are not gonna love that,
wouldn't be
right?
good. Wouldn't be
No,
good.
right? Like, we're just chewing on sawdust and sucking on sawdust. And then what happens to the lake?
Uh,
Does the lake disappear?
the lake will disappear.
Well, that's fine as long as there's then that just gives us more beach, right? Like all things, right? We have chair will travel,
Half chair will travel. Yeah.
right? Remember the year where there was no beach and we were like you would have thought we were like a puppy trying to get as close to the human being on the littlest part of the chair possible, right?
Yeah, it was bad that year.
Wherever that sun was, just a sliver of sun, we'll take it,
Yeah, that was not
right? So
good.
crazy. Okay, I need to get I don't know how you go about I need a restraining order
On.
on all the people that keep sending me astrology stuff. I keep asking them to please stop, and I unsubscribe, and then there's just 2 more, and then 2 more, and then 2 more. Every time you
Oh
unsubscribe,
my
it's like, remember when the internet first came out and
god.
you went and you checked porn, and every time you hit porn, you got more porn and more porn and more porn? Remember? Every woman
Oh,
remembers that excuse from their man,
yes.
right? It's like that. I unsubscribe, and then I get Richard, the palm reader. I get Jeremy, the astrologer. I get Jenny, the tarot reader.
Just block them.
It's an email.
And this is the
Ugh,
problem that you run into because you were too curious.
I was
You were
curious.
too I need to know where this leads, and
Yep.
now you're in it. Now you're in it.
I am all astrologied out. I don't care about my sign. I don't care about my chakras. I don't care about the gemstones.
It's
I don't care about the
chakras.
angel. I don't care about what that piece of
Ah.
wheat tells me. I just don't care.
Oh dear
And
God.
they
Well,
get you on every level. The minute I unsubscribe to the one about the chakra, then it's like, okay, well, what about this one? Oh, the color, the pigmentation in your eyes. Send us a picture of your eyes. I cannot send you my eyes because you know what? The minute I send you a picture of the pigmentation in my eyes so you can read my eyes, then you're going to want to see more of me. And that's not right. I need them to stop.
Oh, this is what you get. This
Like,
is what you get.
some of it's interesting still, right?
I told you to bail. You didn't bail.
I didn't bail,
Uh-huh.
but I shouldn't be punished like this.
Uh-huh.
Unsubscribe should mean unsubscribe.
Yeah, unfortunately, you should just learn how to block them, Lisa.
No, but sometimes it's kind of interesting still,
You're
right? Every
gonna
now and
just
then,
you're just asking for trouble.
right? My emails are just growing, right? They're already at like
Yep.
what, like 20,000. They just keep growing, and where are we
Just
going higher,
stop. Just
right?
stop.
You should just be thankful I didn't have them come to the I shake my head one.
Oh, I would have figured out how to get rid of them.
I should redirect them. Let you deal
No,
with them.
you will not.
Oh, okay.
You will not.
Fine, fine.
No, you will
Just saying, I
not.
need a restraining order against them.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Okay.
Right? Yeah.
Too nosy for your own good.
Sometimes that's how you
Mhm.
learn things, though, right? Now I know.
Really? What did you learn from this, Lisa? What's
To
the
not.
lesson? Do tell.
Well, probably not going to learn it forever, but I'll learn it for a little bit. So in the time being, I'm going. The lesson I've learned right now, in the time being, in the now, is just they can't really read your fortune when you're not near them. So don't
Really?
do it.
That's a
Yeah.
shocker.
Right? So will I retain that lesson, that valuable knowledge in 6 months? Probably not.
No.
I'll be having a bad day and I'll be curious again.
Yeah, you will.
That's most of my lessons are just short-term lessons, right? I usually have to live through a few of the mistakes, right?
I feel like this is going to be on a repeat, so this will be fun. This will be good.
Takes a while to break a habit.
Yeah, apparently
Yeah.
for you it's 21 years. So
21 years to break that habit.
21 years. We're
21
just on
years.
year 1.
Just on year 1. Right? We're only on what are we on? We're only on like year 3 of me like not talking about my hair too much.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Right?
Well, that rears its ugly head every now and again.
Right? Just saying. Can't all just be pretty like you, Samantha.
Yes, well, does come naturally.
No, that's not natural. The amount of time and energy. I'm just gonna just button it right there.
No, nobody is natural, Lisa.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know, Samantha.
Okay, so now that the holidays are kind of coming to an end,
yeah,
I need to transition from Hallmark holiday movies, and I don't know what's next for me in these long winter months ahead. And I need to transit. No, I'm not interested.
Start fresh.
No,
they killed off almost everybody. They're all new people.
Awesome sauce.
Yeah, right. That's what you gotta do.
Mm-hmm. I'm not going to, but sure.
What are you gonna watch? What are you gonna start watching?
I don't know. I gotta find something to watch.
Do you know that yesterday we watched many, many, many episodes of Julia Child's on Chopped? Right? So it was like Julia Child recipes inspired on the Chopped cooking show.
Oh yes, I saw that.
Right? Oh, yeah. And today we're going to make a coq au vin.
Coq au vin.
And beef bourguignon. We watched it. We fell hook, line, and sinker. Love Julia Childs. They were the Gibsons. Just we were in it.
Yeah, I have been watching. There's a series called Julia, and it's about Julia Child and her husband, and about how she gets started doing the TV show.
Yeah.
And how she wrote her book and all that kind of stuff. And it's already in season 2. And I've already watched that. It's actually quite good. It's on.
You're a binger.
I want to say Crave maybe, or Disney. I can't remember. It was good though. It was good. You would like it.
I don't want to start at the beginning.
At the beginning of what?
I don't want to start at season 1. I just want to start when you reckon, like, here's the thing.
Can you watch a movie? Forward, There's a movie.
I don't want to watch a movie. I fell asleep. Going forward, can you just remember this going forward? If you're going to recommend a new series to me, can you recommend it when it just starts, not when it's been on for a year and a half?
What? Okay. Don't treat every TV series like This Is Us.
Well, I love This Is Us.
I know, but you started at like the second last season.
Oh, it was the 3rd last season, thank you.
No, it was the second.
I think it was more than that,
Because you
right?
never went back.
No, I didn't. I didn't need to. I learned all I needed to learn. If I wasn't sure, I just Googled about it,
Well, thank God there's flashbacks and shit.
right? It was a whole show based on that. That was the best show to not have to do that. Okay, listen, I can't with you. I got to tell you
No.
about this. I
Ugh,
can't, right?
whatever.
I'm shaking my head. So remember when I said it's funny as much as I don't think I work in retail, I work in retail. I work in
Yes.
retail, friends. I shake my head at people
Uh
who don't appreciate what time a store closes.
oh.
I've always shook my head at that,
Yes.
right?
Uh-huh.
Because you know my new kick, right? Why do you think your time's more valuable than my time?
Uh-huh.
Why do you think I don't want to get home and have supper with my family? Why do you think I haven't been here for 8.5 hours and my feet are tired and I'm tired and cranky and want to go home too? Right? So I shake my head at the people that don't appreciate I get if it's an emergency.
Uh-huh.
Okay. I get that, right? But there's lots that aren't. There's lots that are just people at the last minute dilly-dallying.
People shouldn't dilly-dally.
Don't dilly-dally. Like dilly, but don't do both,
And
right?
I think people should recognize the fact that when a store when it says it closes at 8, 9, 10, like regardless of what time it
Right.
closes, you should be gone before it closes.
Yeah, that should be the rule, right?
Right.
You definitely should not be leaving after it's technically already closed.
Oh, but people do it all the
Because
time.
people don't care, right? Because your time's not important.
Yep.
It's just about their time. And I shake my head at that. We have the hours posted. Everybody knows.
Yep.
You've been there from morning. You've been there for usually for minimum 6 hours, probably up to 8.
Uh-huh.
So you're there. They have ample time.
Yep.
Back in the 70s, you had to fit it all in. Nobody stayed open. Nobody gave a shit.
Nope.
Oh,
Nope.
I shake my head at that. I just want people to just understand that, and because then when we do close and you finally do walk out the store, we still have half an hour still of stuff to do.
Yep.
So now you're just making us later.
Uh-huh.
And then you wonder why we're not that excited to see you. Right? I'm shaking my head at that.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
Word to the wise, eh?
Word to the wise, right? Just, put a little tenderness in your heart and remember,
Uh-huh.
it's not just about you.
I think people should be thankful that the stores actually still have people
Yeah.
to like work them.
Right.
So you need to
Right.
treat these people with a little bit of respect.
Like, right? Love them and treat them with tenderness.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Totally.
Because if they
Totally.
weren't there, store would be closed and you'd be screwed.
Right? You still wouldn't get your item at the last minute.
Right.
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 That's all I'm going to say about that, Samantha.
Well, let's go on the same theme. I have, and I shake my head at post-Christmas feelings of not knowing what to do with yourself between now and New Year's.
Oh, this is just you.
No, I think lots of people have it. I think we're not quite sure what to do with ourselves because we have all hypey, woo,
Right.
and then 2 more days of hypey, and it's like, what do you do in the middle?
You just rest and take it easy.
Okay.
Right? You catch up on your shows. Have you been watching General Hospital? It's really, really good right now.
Oh God, please, really?
Right? Like, how can you be home in the afternoon and not catch a soap opera?
I don't watch them anymore.
First thing I do when I get home from work after I get changed while I eat my supper.
You're
Hospital.
one of 10 people that still watch General
There's
Hospital.
more than 10. There's more than 10.
Are you sure?
More than 10. Yeah. But I get it. I get like what do you do, right? Like they say that's like the lost time right now, right?
Well, because you don't know what to do. Like, I guess if you're at work, but you're still kind of like you're half there at work, you're half not at work because
Right?
you're
Half the
thinking
people
about
are there, half aren't.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's a weird time.
Are you working as hard as you should be during this time?
No.
You're finding other stuff to do, right? Right? It's amazing how preoccupied you can become. Right?
Exactly.
Right? I get it. Did you watch The King's Message on Christmas Day?
I watched parts of it.
So I watched about 30 seconds of it, and then
Oh,
yeah, and then you know what I thought? You're not the queen.
oh, that's harsh.
You're not the queen
No, I mean, it's been the queen's message for
ever.
yes,
70 years,
right.
right? You're not the queen,
He
Charles.
is not.
I I have respect for Charles. I don't have a kinship to him, right? I need things to move along and William to get in there. I need him
Yeah.
not to live as long as his mom did.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's so mean.
it's just my opinion. I'll take it. At me. Bring it. Nobody's going to because nobody cares.
How old is the king, anyways?
I don't know, like 75,
Yeah, he's like mid-70s for sure.
right? He looks rough.
He does.
Yeah.
Oh, you're so rude.
Right? He's not the queen.
He is not the queen. And it
He's
was
not the
weird. I
queen.
mean, he has a lovely voice
He does.
and, he seems interesting, but for some reason she kind of just held your interest.
She held your interest. She made you feel like she was speaking to you and that it mattered.
Yeah, you can't watch The Crown.
I'm going to.
You can't watch the last season.
I'm going to.
Oh god.
I'm gonna do it.
Okay.
Just to show I feel I need to
Okay.
do this.
Okay. I finished watching the second part, so I'm
And
done now.
did you cry?
And all I thought was, I'm verklempt. Lisa's gonna be a puddle.
I'll be a puddle.
You're gonna be a puddle.
Hello, my name is Lisa and I'm a puddle.
Unless you're gonna be like hardcore, I can handle this. I don't know. There's gonna be some sentiment. They end it very well. I
won't be
don't
okay
know.
because it was a
I
really
don't
tough
know.
time for me going through all that.
I know. It's
Right?
interesting how they ended.
Like when my Diana died, that was really, really I didn't know you then. That was a really tough time.
I know.
I handled the Queen's death much better than I handled Diana's death.
Okay.
I had a lot of years to prepare.
Yes, because we knew that she
And
was getting old.
right, we saw it coming.
Yes.
We saw the writing and we knew so we could start to
Uh-huh.
take the steps. But Diana, hi, that was just a shock, right? That was just
Yes.
a terrible shock.
I honestly just
I'm gonna do it.
prepare yourself.
I'm gonna do it. Okay, this is a question I'm gonna ask you. There's no hidden meaning
Okay.
because it could apply to everybody, probably.
Uh-huh. Oh, I feel this is gonna be fun.
Do you ever worry about becoming a sloth?
No.
And I don't mean you, I mean in general. like,
And yet you said you.
well, because, okay, do you ever worry about us becoming a sloth?
That seems a little bit better. I think you would be more sloth-like than me.
Where do you get that from?
I think you're really good at just sitting.
As opposed to your ass being planted? Oh, that's
Yeah,
right. Because I sit in a chair, you'll lie on a couch. That's the difference, hypocrite.
I think everyone has the capability of becoming a sloth, Lisa.
I worry that we could find enjoyment in the sloth-like life.
And everybody can, but at some point you do need to move.
Like,
Even the sloth moves. He just moves very slowly.
yeah, well, how fast have you been moving lately?
A little faster than normal.
I've not been moving fast over the last few days. I've been slow. I'm just saying, right? I think there's something to be said. I don't think that being a sloth is a bad thing. People love them.
Yes, people love them.
People love them, right?
And they hug them
They
and
hug
they
them,
feed them.
they feed them, and if they're crossing the road, they help them.
Right?
Right?
Like Lisa, you could be a sloth for
It's
sure.
better than a turtle,
Yeah, well, because
right?
Yeah.
Turtle you pick up and move, but a
Yeah.
sloth, right? You get a little affection
you
too.
get a little affection, and then
Yes, man.
they go to a tree, and then you just
Hang.
glom onto the tree.
Right? Like, I think there's a lot to be said for the glomming lifestyle. I feel I could just glom.
Oh, you could glom for
I
sure.
think I could glom if I needed
Yeah.
to glom.
You could for sure. I think that you have moments of activity.
I do.
You do.
I don't think you're any different though. So stop it right now. How about? Who's the one who's been on the record for the last 6 or 7 years saying, these are my hibernating months? I don't go into hibernation. You do.
Oh, yeah.
That's like not much further from a glomming sloth.
That's so very true. But
That's just a
I mean,
sleeping bear.
but honestly, for you, it's not so much. It's about, they'll bring things to the sloth. That's really the your aim is for people to always be like
Totally.
catering to you.
Totally, right? Like,
And
she
like,
can't do it, I'll help her.
right. And it's
Yeah.
like, oh, I'll take the sloth. Let's carry the sloth to the next tree.
Oh, I think I wanna be a sloth when I grow up.
I think you should be a sloth when it's
Right?
love and affection and
Everything, it's all the
food and,
things,
it's
right? A
not
little
moving
scratch here and
much.
there, not moving
Yeah.
much,
Yeah, it's
and everybody
beautiful.
loves you.
Right. Everyone loves a sloth.
I think there's something to be said for that.
There is something to be said.
I think I'm not afraid to become a sloth, right? I think I could be a sloth.
Oh my god.
We should just try it. I think I'm curious,
Oh, yeah.
right?
So let's hang off a tree and see how that goes.
Well, you have one big nail, right? So it's not even much work. You just hang, right?
Oh my
You're so
god.
lazy, God didn't even give you all your fingers. He just gave you
No.
one.
One. Yeah.
He's like, "You only got time for one finger there, sloth." Right? Right, you got one digit. That's gonna
That's
get you
all you
through,
need. Well,
right?
that's all you need.
And a lot of fur,
Yeah.
right? They don't have the energy to hurt anything or anybody.
No. Sloths are very docile, gentle. They're
Yeah,
just waiting for their next nap.
that's right, and sounds pretty awesome. It's pretty awesome,
Well, and
actually.
I'm pretty sure, their sleeping cycle is very similar to yours already. So,
It's
you'd
interrupted.
fit right in.
I think I could do it. The role of the sloth is being played by Lisa. I would be the best sloth. I would try so hard to be the best
Ah,
sloth ever.
you would, and
If
I
I
just
ever have
feel
the
like,
chance to be a sloth, I will be the best sloth ever.
and I will support you in that.
I thank you. Thank you. Because you're gonna be the one who's have to carry me.
I ain't doing nothing.
You gotta help me cross the road.
That's what your husband's for.
He's not gonna do that either. Right? You gotta help me with that.
Oh, we'll find someone to carry you.
Okay, maybe the HHG could help out.
Yeah, maybe.
Right?
Oh my god. Okay, so what is the most overrated part of Christmas for you? Is it like
Christmas.
food?
It's all of it.
You think all parts of Christmas are overrated?
As I get older, I'm kind of like over it.
Really?
Mhm. Kinda. Like, I like the food, sure, but I can make it but we can have that food anytime,
Uh-huh.
right?
Oh, don't say that about Sheila's baking.
Well, I mean, she only does it once a year, but, like, if there was no Christmas and there was like, she would maybe do it for Thanksgiving or something, who knows? She'd find another
Maybe.
reason, right?
True.
I just feel for those who put the effort in, which is not me, I feel that it's a lot of work, right?
Looks like a lot of work.
Looks like a lot of work for those people that are putting the work in.
Yeah. So as someone who not really helped but watched my parents wrangle a 30-pound turkey.
You're a participant. You were a spectator, were you?
I was a spectator and then I participated in spurts.
Yeah.
Cuz that was a one big ass turkey.
Big turkey.
And so that was a lot of work for a turkey. And
Yeah,
we
it's
ate
a
it,
lot of work.
and it's a lot of meat, and it's a lot of leftovers. And all I thought was, could we have gotten a meal? Like, should we have gone somewhere for
Like
dinner?
Smitty's and had their turkey dinner.
Don't get me wrong, my mother does an awesome turkey and everything tasted fantastic.
It's a lot
But
of work.
it's a lot of work for like a 15-minute meal.
Right. And then it's a lot of food after.
Well, and even the leftovers on Boxing Day, it was like, and then you have to like heat everything
And you heat
up, and
everything
then you do
up
the
and,
dishes again, and da 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 da. And it's like,
too
that's a lot of
much.
work.
It's too much, I think. I think we
Is
need
it
to cut back.
Is it our generation? Like, did we just not? Did we just, or maybe it's because we've never hosted Christmas.
Maybe,
Like,
and nor do I want to.
and nor do, let's get that straight.
Yeah. Right.
And nor do we want to.
Right. We're not taking that on.
No, but do you think it's because of that? Like, because we just think it's like such a big ordeal that we don't want the ordeal?
Or if you and I think it's such a big ordeal, what the fuck must they be thinking?
Well, I think some people really enjoy putting on a spread. and they
But do you
enjoy the
think that if
social.
somebody
They enjoy hosting and being the social, hub.
or is it the loved ones putting the pressure on the person putting the spread on?
I don't know.
Right? It's hard to say.
It's like the carol. It's like the Christmas carol. Now give me some figgy pudding.
Right. Like don't come caroling to my house and tell me, "Now bring me some figgy put." No, hi. Hi, get lost. Go sing
It's
someplace else.
so you're saying it's an expectation then?
It's an expectation.
Yeah. I mean, everyone contributed. Like we brought stuff. My
Yeah.
brother and his family did
Of
stuff.
course,
So
right?
everybody contributed,
Yeah.
but it was just like it's
And
a
then
lot
there's
of
so much
work.
dishes and
Yeah. Yeah.
it's a lot.
I don't
It's a
know.
lot. It's just a lot, Samantha.
It can be a
It's a
lot,
lot.
Lisa.
You know what else there's a lot of?
Huh?
There's some people out there in the world because they've got a new product out in the market,
Uh-oh.
and the product is called the leggings organizer,
Uh-huh.
and it holds 10 pairs of leggings. Should a person, should the average person have 10 pairs of leggings?
I think the average person has 20 pairs of leggings.
What? I don't own any, for the record, I own no leggings. 0 leggings.
For the record, I own
You own 1
probably
legging.
a few.
You own a few? You own more than 1 legging?
Well, they're not leggings. They're like active wear. Like if I were to like be an active
If you were to like head over to the gym,
yeah, if I was going to do that.
you'd put
So
those leggings on.
I don't wear as a rule just for me. I'm clarifying. This is just for me.
Careful.
I no longer leave my house in leggings because that is not the look I am trying to portray in my 55th year.
Right. And I think that that's fine.
Yes.
Right. So if I was going to gift you the gift of the leggings organizer, you'd be okay with it.
I would wonder why.
Would it make you go buy more leggings if you didn't
No.
have 10
No.
to fill it up?
No, I would not buy more.
Huh. Just seems odd. We go from like a lazy Susan in your cupboard to the leggings organizer. Right? I don't get shit like that. Why can't they just go in a drawer? Why do they got to be organized?
Well, and okay, so let's go back to lazy Susan. Why are you labeling Susan like that? Why is it a lazy Susan?
1970s labeled her lazy.
That's so wrong.
They put her in the corner of the bottom drawer, bottom cupboard in your kitchen, or they put her on a table.
Yeah, it just seems wrong to do that to Susan. Why are you calling her lazy?
All she does, because she only moves.
She turns.
But no, she doesn't turn. You turn her. That's how lazy Susan is. You turn her. Susan doesn't even turn on her own.
Oh,
she just holds shit.
Susan.
What
did you do?
What are you doing, Susan? Right? We need you to turn on your own. Susan, we're going to need you to turn on your own now, okay? Right? It's 2020. It's almost 2024. Right? You remember you all the problem we had with Karen in like 2019, 2020, 2021?
Right.
We don't want you to fall into this category. You've kind of gone unscathed, lazy Susan. And now, right? People are on to you.
Yeah, people are on to you.
They know you're not doing anything. You're just holding stuff.
We don't mean to bring it back up again, Susan, but stop being lazy.
Stop being so lazy, right? Just maybe, how about I got this turn. Right? She's lazy.
Oh, yeah, poor Susan.
Okay? But everybody wanted one.
This is true.
She's popular.
Yeah. So
what household, I don't know if they still have them, has she been weeded out?
I think there's versions of lazy Susan.
Oh.
Yeah.
Versions of lazy
There's
Susan.
versions of lazy Susan.
Okay. The original lazy Susan, right? She's old now.
She's old.
So they had to improve on her and make her, did she become a prettier version of the old lazy Susan?
I do believe so, yes.
Because she's still not more functioning.
No. Not really.
But everybody loves her, like super, like hit of the party. Right? You put her on any table and watch her go. Right? People are happy. Right? People are happy.
Oh, dear God.
Homes are organized because of her cupboards stay clean.
I know. Well, you know what? Maybe even Taylor Swift has a lazy Susan in her house, but We're going to quickly talk about this because
Oh, we got to be quick because you can't.
we got to be quick because it's been said that Taylor Swift may be becoming a distraction or bad luck charm to Travis Kelce because he keeps losing games. Okay.
Travis got
I'm
bad
just
stats when she's
okay.
there.
I just stop it.
Right.
It's not because of her.
I'm gonna
How
go
he
on.
plays has nothing to do with Taylor Swift.
I'm just gonna say that I'm glad that I didn't pick Travi to be on my ESPN fantasy football team.
Oh, that's hurtful. That's
Not
hurtful.
not Travi with a girlfriend. Just saying.
Travis is gonna be fine.
That's what the talk is. That's what they're saying.
I know, but it's rude. Don't blame it on Taylor Swift for Christ's sake. Grow up, people.
Distraction. Maybe it's a distraction.
Oh my God. If
I
he
don't know.
can't
I don't want it
handle
to be.
life,
I don't want
really?
it to be.
Because the quarterback is married with kids. That's a distraction. That's fucking
Maybe.
bullshit.
And maybe that's why he's not doing that good either.
Oh, stop it.
Right? The whole
Stop
team is not,
it.
the whole team is not last year's team. They're not last year's team.
They won the Super Bowl.
Last year. They're not last year's team this year.
Were they going to repeat?
Well, I think that's the goal. You don't want to just be one and done, Miss Sports. Right? But they traded somebody away, so it makes them not quite the same team.
I heard Dallas is doing really well.
Really? But did you hear that Lisa's doing really well too? Lisa versus Boomer Bob for the next 2 weeks.
Yes.
Taking down the Boomer boys.
Oh, God. Oh, the worst thing they ever did. Okay.
So fun.
So fun.
So
okay.
fun.
But we're not bashing Taylor Swift. It's got nothing to do with her. So
we got to move on. We can't. We don't need that hatred in our life.
We don't need it. I'm all for what's happening.
We just nailed Lazy Susan to the fucking wall.
I know.
Stop it. Stop it.
Stop it.
Oh, God.
Right? All right. Do you think food can get boring?
No. Well, it bites at the end of the bite, it can.
Well, because for you, everything is like boring after like the 10th bite.
Yeah, then I'm over it. Totally over it, right? Like I'm in it and then I'm done with it.
Okay, when you think about it, what's new about food?
Like there's new food.
No, there's not.
There's new tastes to food.
We're not reinventing shit.
We didn't always have the lettuce wrap.
Oh my God, it's lettuce.
I know, but it wasn't always wrapping things. It used to be cut up in a bowl.
There's nothing new. There's food. I think food can be boring. I think you go back to things that you've enjoyed, but maybe when you go back to that thing and it's not as exciting as the first time you ate it, it's now officially called boring. That's a slippery slope. There could be no food left.
I'm sorry. Can I have an example, please? Have an example of said boring food.
Like, what if okay, let's take your Big Mac. You love a Big Mac, right?
I do, yeah.
Right? Every time you're like, Big Mac.
Love a Big Mac.
What if the next time you eat it was so you're like, I'm never going to eat a Big Mac again because you were disappointed.
But I would try again.
And then, because you're psycho.
Because I would believe that the Big Mac wasn't out to hurt me.
Because you're a glutton for punishment. Yes, right? I know that. Okay. Right. All right.
I don't know. I mean, can food get boring? I don't know. I just, there's only certain foods I like.
And that's why you're boring.
Right.
Oh, sorry. I went from food being boring to Lisa being boring.
Right, which is not true, which is something nobody's ever said before. That was just a mean insult, Samantha. Nice. Good thing it's not 2024 yet, because wouldn't that be a shitty way to start off the new year? This friendship lasts another 20 years. I'll be amazed.
Yeah. Whatever.
I don't know. Maybe it can be boring, but here's the thing. Talking of food, did you know that Brussels sprouts in your diet is a game changer for your gut health?
Yeah, it's good for you. What
the hell is gut health?
Oh my God. Seriously.
The hell is gut health?
It's the micro things in your bacteria in your gut. You have kind of, yes. Okay. Because you don't. So you had bad gut health.
But and again, why? Why did you need to throw that in there?
You have bad gut health. Because so there's bacteria in your tummy, and if you don't have good gut health, you have like Uh, you have problems going to the bathroom. You don't digest your food properly. That's why you probably will never lose the weight around your middle because you have bad gut health.
I feel, Dr. Sperling, that you are not in any position to judge me on my gut health. I think my gut is just fine, thank you. It
Okay.
just carries a
Yeah.
few extra pounds.
Do you take a probiotic?
No. I eat
You
yogurt
should. It's good for
sometimes.
your gut. Well, yogurt's good for your gut.
I'm taking cranberry pills now.
Well, that's for your pee, so that's different.
It's for my urethra Franklin. Me and urethra Franklin are taking some cranberry pills.
Oh, you really just mentioned too much.
Right? Okay, but you just telling the world that I don't poop properly was not
Yeah.
enough.
And I'm sure there are much smarter people who listen to us who can explain gut health a whole hell of a lot better than
Samantha,
I can. All I
everybody
know
who
is that
listens
it
to us is smarter than us.
I know. All I know is that it involves probiotics, prebiotics, probiotics. If you eat cabbage or Brussels sprouts or you drink kombucha and,
What if you eat coleslaw? Same thing, good for your gut health?
well, except for the mayonnaise and
So the
all the
roughage. So you're talking about roughage.
Yeah, I mean that and it's bacteria in your gut.
You gotta poop it out. You it's gotta come out the door.
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
Gotta come out the door. Okay, I gotcha.
Alright.
Interesting.
Okay.
Interesting. Okay. Are you excited? You're looking for a new show? What about Celebrity Home Reno IOU?
Celebrity IOU. I know. I've seen it before.
You're gonna watch the new series?
I don't find it fun.
I find you not fun.
I find it boring.
Like that there's somebody that's so nice in people's lives
No, I
that they
think
want to do good things for good
that's
people.
great. I just don't like the two guys.
Remember when we were TV compatible? This is why I don't think we'll be friends in 20 years. We're growing apart slowly at a sloth pace.
Just
These two
because I
sloths,
don't I'm not going to purposely go searching for this show. If I came across it, I would potentially watch it.
and that's not a sloth-like skill.
It's a sloth-like skill.
Okay. Well, I am fully immersed in the DIY world, in the home rental
Uh-huh.
world.
Ooh.
It's my gig, hey?
Are you potentially DIYing your
No,
apartment that you shouldn't be
nothing.
DIYing?
I'm DIYing nothing, but I do it like through them,
Oh, through your mind.
through my mind, right?
And your sloth-like mind.
My sloth-like mind is DIYing all the time, always thinking of something, a new coat of paint or something that can be done differently.
Fantastic. You should
I
email them
know.
and let them know your thoughts.
I'm not that excited about it.
Oh, okay.
I just like to watch it. I don't want the pressure of it. I don't want to take it over.
I don't want the
Because
pressure.
then all of a sudden, I'm the DIYer because what happens if all of a sudden I'm really, really good at it?
Oh, and then you have to keep doing it.
And then I have to keep doing it. And then all of a sudden I have to have this show. And I have to be the home improvement girl. And I have to be Lisa the Tool Man Taylor.
So
Right?
basically, sloth like Lisa doesn't want anything to do like work.
I don't want to take away their jobs because I could do them better.
Oh my God.
That's not what I'm about.
That's typically what a sloth says, actually.
No, a sloth
I don't
just
want to
sits
take
back.
away their
I don't
job.
want to take away their work, right? It's not my
Yeah.
place to take away their work, right?
All right, sloth.
That's. I feel we both are sloths
All
in our
right, all
55th
right.
year, however old we are.
Uh-huh. Okay, so this year Mom did do butter tarts. She hasn't done them for a couple years.
Okay.
But I have a weird thing about butter tarts. For you, do you eat them with raisin nuts or just nothing in them?
I just
Other
eat
than
the
like,
butter. I love a butter tart. My most favorite butter tart has raisins
bleh,
because I love raisins.
bleh.
Right? Like, remember, I love boxes of raisins. I love
I
raisins.
know. But
Right?
if you're gonna put nuts in it, it's a pecan tart, not a butter tart.
I would prefer to have no nuts in my butter tart,
I like a pecan tart because I hate raisins.
but I like nothing in my butter tart too.
So do I.
But I will not kick a butter tart to the curb because it comes with nuts. I will still eat it. I will still eat that guy.
I will contemplate whether or not I can handle eating a raisin.
You won't eat a raisin. There's no way.
Mm-mm.
You're not going to do it.
It's gross.
You're
Ugh.
gonna have a million reasons why you're not gonna eat that raisin,
Yeah.
right?
My grandma
A
used to
million.
make killer butter tarts, but for me, a butter tart has to have a very minimal um,
I don't like a lot of shell.
tart base. Yeah, the shell. Like it needs to be thin, not thick.
I want a thin shell, and I want it cooked well.
Yeah.
I don't want it to look like not cooked. I want it to, and I
Yeah.
want like ooey gooey.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Ugh.
that's what I want.
Picky.
Yeah,
Just picky.
that's
Just thought of that because, you know, I keep
because it's tart
revisiting.
season.
It is tart season.
It's tart season, right? People got
Okay.
tarts.
Well, it was interesting on Tuesday, on Boxing Day, you decided to like round out our festive Tuesday. One has to go with let's get rid of some Christmas carols.
Let's get rid of them. Time.
Uh,
We're over them.
and Mariah, you are gone. You're out of here.
Nobody
Bye.
likes her.
Adios. Adios. Nobody likes you. There was some definite like
Hate.
was happening.
Yeah.
Bing was not well liked either.
Which is a little bit odd because I think that's
Nah.
Cindy Harder. She's classic and should stay put.
I feel like you're picking on her. And also brought to our attention, which thank you for doing that, was the fact that Lisa did not include her two favorites, Malakiliki Maka
Is
and-
the thing to say.
and A Christmas in Killarney.
I did not put
Because
Do
you
you
knew those would have been
Oh my
out.
god. A couple things I've learned, right? While playing this game for the last few years. I have to be careful. Some things I can put on there that I like, that I can like. You want to kick a hot dog? I can live with that. People can kick a hot dog. Remember when they kicked Elf? Not funny. And
No.
Orange Freezies? Remember Orange Freezies?
You didn't take
Not
it well.
funny. Right? I would not take these too well either. And then do we want an upset Lisa on Christmas time? No, we do not.
No, we do not.
But you know what I do want to comment on? I want to comment on, I'm going to say this. Cindy Harder and her outfit.
Oh, yes.
And my friend from kindergarten, Heather Trott, and her outfit.
Yes.
Both had so much Christmas spirit. I loved it.
Oh my gosh. Okay,
Yeah.
because as I said last week on the podcast,
Right?
if people are gonna do it, it's from head to toe. Cindy
it
Harder
was.
did not. She did not. She did it all. She did it
She
all.
did it all.
I appreciated that. She even said her elf shoes were by the door. I'm
Right?
like, of course they are.
Right? And friend of the podcast, Heather, also head to
Yes.
toe. Did it
Loved
too.
it.
Loved it.
Love
Loved
you,
it.
Spirit. Loved it.
It was awesome.
Because if
Maybe
you're gonna
next
do
year
it,
we'll have next year we'll have a contest or something.
ooh, that would be fun.
That'd be fun, hey?
Because I feel like if you're gonna do that, you got to go hardcore. You can't just do the bottoms. You can't just do. You got to go all in.
You got to have all the spirit or no spirit.
Right?
Yeah, totally.
All in or nothing, man.
Yeah. So thanks, guys.
It was awesome.
It was awesome.
All right, so guys, you're listening to us, but do you know all the socials we have? We have Facebook, we have Instagram, we have Twitter, we have TikTok, we have YouTube. Yes, you can watch the full episode on our YouTube channel. All you have to search is I Shake My Head with Lisa and Sam, and boom, there we are. We are up to 67 subscribers. I did want to hit 100 by the end of December. Probably not going to happen. So I'm going to raise that to January.
That's fine. That's what we do. We just carry it over.
Carry it over. So thank you to those who have heard our call for subscribing to our YouTube channel. Please, others, if you want to watch us, you get to see us be ridiculous. So, come join us all.
You still got to download the episode.
Download and subscribe.
Right. Because if you don't do that, then nobody thinks that we're getting people listening to our show.
Right. And if you do, we do have a Patreon account, which is patreon.com/I Shake My Head. For as little as $2 a month, you get the episode early and an extra episode every month. And we also are on the She Podcast Network. You can find us at shepodcast.com/I Shake My Head. And you can check us out there on their new platform.
Check us out there. Check us out there.
Check
Samantha,
it out.
I just saw this evening on my news feed, okay?
Uh-oh.
Oh, this is crazy. Canada is being urged to consider a lifetime ban on cigarette sales to anyone born after 2008. Okay, let me just say.
Can can they
Number
really
1,
do that?
number 1,
Jesus.
we know smoking's not good for us. So I understand why, yes, for sure, right? We should say you shouldn't smoke. Number
Uh-huh.
2, do we remember trying to make people get the COVID shot
Or wear a mask.
and all the hoopla that happened in Ottawa
Yeah.
because we tried to make people do something that they said was against their right?
Right.
If people want to smoke, let them smoke.
It's their choice.
It's their choice.
Is it
Because
not
that's
are we not
right?
free, like we're a free country last time I checked?
Yeah, and maybe we don't like all the things, right? I wanted everybody to have a COVID shot, but I don't want to pick and choose what we say you have to do and what you don't have to do because then that gets really scary,
Mhm.
right? So either we live in a free country and there's strong guidelines we would really recommend,
Uh-huh.
but I can't force you to do it.
No, I think this is stupid and it's
Yeah,
going to cause a lot of problems and
right? It's not good,
stop the insanity. Do we not have something else better to do with our
right?
time?
Don't you dare.
Oh, don't
We've
you
already
dare.
we've already got rules saying you can't smoke here, you can't smoke there, you can't do this, you can't do, which is fine. But I want no part of saying you can't ever smoke. 'Cause
Nope.
don't you dare.
Don't you dare.
Don't you dare, right?
Grow up,
All
people.
right, Samantha, we got New
God,
Year's, right? We have New Year's Eve coming up. Couple
we
days.
do. We do. I don't know. You're all about your resolutions, Lisa.
I know I want to share a couple things with you. Do you know that 62% of people feel pressured to set a New Year's resolution?
Oh, God. Why?
Women, 64% feel slightly more pressured than men. And did you know, here's something kind of interesting. The very first New Year's resolutions happened over 4,000 years ago by the Babylonians.
Oh, my God.
I can trace it back. Are you going to start one?
No.
You're
Why?
still not going to do one this year?
No.
Another year with no resolution?
Why?
Why not?
I'm just trying to be me and
It's just
survive.
a
Like,
goal.
that's
It's a
good enough.
goal. It's just a
Nope.
goal. It's just a
That's
goal.
enough. If I wanted a goal, I would set a goal some other time in the year.
Well, you can do that too.
Yeah. So
But
I'm not worried about setting one in January.
I knew you were going to be like that.
Why?
Uh,
Loophole, Lisa.
I'm still, listen,
You're
next week I will reveal what mine are. Still working on them.
whatever.
Okay. I
All
will
right.
start new ones. I'm not scared.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh. But
Whatever.
next week will be my reveal.
All right. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I went searching because I knew you were going to talk about New Year's resolutions because you apparently still think you do them.
I
And
I try.
yeah. Okay. All right. And I typed in New Year's resolutions and something came up, unusual New Year's resolutions. And I'm
Oh,
like, okay, what are they? They were not unusual. And I'm like, what do you guys think's unusual? Because these did not seem unusual.
okay.
Get your photo taken in 5 interesting places. That's not unusual.
That's not
That's
unusual.
boring. Learn a decent party trick. Okay.
That's
Am I
okay.
learning to be a magician? That's whatever. That's not unusual.
No.
Break a record.
Like a record? Like
No,
smash a
like a
like a
Guinness
Guinness
Book.
record?
Yeah.
Seems like a lot of work.
I don't know. Make a new friend a month. This seems like a lot of work.
Hi, Chelsea Handler.
Seems like a lot of
Chelsea,
work. No.
right.
Develop a good relationship with your body.
My body is my body doesn't want to make any more friends. It doesn't want to. It does not want to work on its relationship. My body is at an impasse. It's like I am done. I'm done having a good relationship.
Yeah, it doesn't need that.
We're on the outs right now, me and my body. We're not getting along very well.
No. Learn something you never learned as a child.
Like what?
I don't know, Lisa. What did you not learn as a child?
I did not learn to not lick my lips. I should try and
You
learn
said it.
that.
You said it. I didn't.
I should try and learn that.
Oh, this one will throw you for a loop. Try a new food each week.
No, no, no.
You're gonna eat mushrooms
I'm not because that'll kill me.
or
I'm
cottage
allergic.
cheese.
Ew, that's ugly food. No, not doing it. Not doing it. I'm not doing things.
Oh, yeah.
No.
and basic
This list makes me not wanna have a resolution.
okay. And make the usual unusual. I don't even know what that
Mm,
means.
mm,
I don't know what that means. So
right. So far, it looks like it's gonna be non-essential bread for the win, and there'll be a few surprises next week. Stay tuned, friends of the podcast.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Okay, but I
Right?
will let you know, I did come across I thought this was right up your alley. Did you know, Lisa, that you can have a redo on your New Year's resolution? It's the
Yeah,
second
what?
Friday it's the second Friday in January, and it's dedicated to restarting those resolutions. It's called Quitter's Day.
That hasn't even given us enough time to really quit.
But apparently the second Friday in January is when you can restart your resolution you made on January 1st that you were never going to keep, but let's give it a shot.
Is that when "fuck it, I'll do better tomorrow" comes in? Right?
It is
Fuck it,
very possible that that's
right?
when that comes
Okay.
in.
Okay. Alright.
Oh god, that's good.
Nothing wrong with the
You
quitter's day.
yeah, because you can redo, but, not that that's gonna stick anytime
You
soon
don't
either.
know, you don't know, you don't know.
You won't.
Stop it, you don't know.
You won't.
You don't know.
They do say that most resolutions are pretty much fall by the wayside by mid-March.
Well, not this year, it's a new year, new
Okay.
me,
Okay.
right? New year, new me. Okay, did you hear
Alright.
the news?
Yes, I did.
How exciting, especially if he works out, hey?
Uh-huh.
It works out and he all of a sudden becomes like Mr. Oscar, Mr.
Uh-huh.
Emmy, Mr.
Uh-huh.
whatever.
He starts with the Golden Globes.
Friends were
Yeah.
talking about Joe Coy. He is gonna be
Uh-huh.
hosting the Golden Globes.
Yes.
Right there, when Mike told me, I'm like, and I'm in. You always
Uh-huh.
would be in because you watch that stuff. I'm not
Yeah.
usually watching those shows.
Yeah.
In.
I watch them.
Totally in.
I love the fact that he's gonna do it.
Oh,
Um,
it's gonna be
I
so
think
good
it'll be good.
because he's brilliant.
Yes, he's very funny. I hope they
And
don't restrict
right?
him though.
Not too much. Not too much,
Because
I hope.
sometimes they have a tendency to do
Samantha,
that.
I got another but yeah, well, they gotta be careful, right? They gotta be careful because he can be a bit of a loose wire,
Yes, he can.
you know? So we'll see what happens. I got a nice shake my head.
Alright.
I'm shaking my head at convenience stores
Oh,
that have
why?
shitty Slurpee machines,
Oh,
right? And you go to get a Slurpee and it's all like just like watery Slurpee, not thick, yummy Slurpee. You ever had one of those?
all the time, but usually in the
Yeah.
summer, not in the winter.
Well, I'm just saying, right? Sometimes in the winter, they're even worse, right? Because nobody's really maintaining
Are you
them.
getting a
We
Slurpee
live
in the
beside a
winter?
convenience store. I have been known to have whenever we live beside a convenience store.
That's
Lots of
true.
people buy them. Lots they're really popular in the winter. I see lots of the kids, all the cool kids walking by with their Slurpee, right? I see that because they see me and I see them,
Uh-huh.
right? But I shake my head at why they're all melty,
Okay.
right?
I
Nothing's
shake
worse
my
than a melty Slurpee.
I didn't realize that you had, concerns over Slurpees in the middle of winter.
Yeah. Go get one in the winter and see what you think.
I'm probably not going to.
Because it's cold.
No, kinda. It's odd that you're having a
It's an old
Slurpee
wives'
when
tale.
uh-huh, but
Y
it's odd
You'll
that
still
you're
like
having
it,
a
trust me.
Slurpee in the winter.
Why is that odd? You have a pop in the winter, it's like a pop. You have ice cream in the winter, it's like ice cream. You can't even come back
Okay.
to that, can you? No, because right? Because it's true. My
Mhm.
logic
Okay.
is flowing, right?
Is it now?
It is now. It totally is now.
Okay, well, Ivan and I shake my head too, and it's also at convenience stores, but one in particular.
Okay.
I am curious is why the 7-Elevens in Canada are nowhere near as awesome as the ones in Japan.
How
And
do
I
you
have to
know
thank
this?
because I have to thank TikTok for that because people who have been in Japan are showing all these awesome things they can get at the 7-Elevens in Japan. And then there's another convenience store called Lawson, and it's like all these cool foods that you would like get it like a fast food plate. Like, oh my
Really?
God. Yes, it's amazing. And I'm like, our 7-Elevens are nowhere near that. So now I'm just disappointed.
Huh.
I'm like,
Sometimes my sister Linda will send me pictures from BC because they're so close to the border, the American border, and she'll send me pictures of the convenience store of all the cool candies and the Pop Tarts that we don't have here. And I'll
oh,
be like, "Wow, really? You have those flavors?"
yeah.
So I get that. I get that. That is total disappointment, right?
It's so disappointing. And like
Ugh,
cool drinks, you can get like a cup of ice and then you can buy like a little whatever you want. It could be iced coffee, it could be a juice, it could be whatever, and you pour it into the ice cup, put the lid on it, and you can like microwave your food there and they have little places to eat. You can
you
have
can do all of
ramen
that in Canada,
and
hey?
egg
There's like a
sandwiches.
microwave in
No,
Canada. You can
but
make
it's
sandwiches.
totally different. It's
Mm.
totally different.
I think I need to know what your algorithm is so I can check that
I
out. I'm gonna
don't
check it
know,
out.
but it's
Alright?
really
I'm gonna
cool.
check it out. I'm curious.
It's very cool. Very cool.
Okay.
I'm just saying.
I'm curious.
Okay,
I'm curious.
but I am curious because I watched Julia Louis Dreyfus. She was it was an acceptance speech for an award that she was getting, and she jokingly used GPT to construct her speech.
I
And
wanna learn about that guy.
yeah, Chat GPT. She basically just typed in acceptance speech for whatever award she was getting, and it was hilarious. They're like, "Thank you to the finance world." Nope, not finance. It was just as she was reading it, and oh my god, and she did it with a straight face. It was hilarious. But
Oh my
that's the
god, that sounds
beauty.
so funny.
Like the Chat GPT, like people, be careful what you wish for,
I don't know enough
because
about it yet.
yeah, because you just type in some keywords
Yeah,
of what you want your speech or whatever you want to say, and
right?
it'll type out some weird shit.
Really? Ah,
Yeah.
imagine
You
me
sh-
in high school with that.
oh my God, you would have been cheating all over the place.
I would have had my ass kicked out of school so fast. Lisa, who's gonna explain to your mom and dad that you are cheating? Like, one of us is gonna have to, I guess,
Yeah.
be your teacher,
Oh,
right?
yeah. I mean, kids nowadays, like, oh God. I mean, it's hard. It must be hard to be them, right? With all this
No,
information and
no, that's easy
assistance.
to be them now. Like, for
Yeah, but
school, I would have been the best. I would have just found an essay online. Look at me. Seems a lot like Margaret Atwood. I know we're very similar. Who would have thought, right? Who would have thought we were very in tune that way?
yeah, but you know what? There's a way to check to see if you're taking liberties, Lisa.
I know, but if somebody's gonna be able to talk their way out of it, who's it gonna be?
Well, potentially you.
This girl, right?
This is
Huh.
true.
I need to learn more about ChatGPT, all that stuff, because I don't know much about it.
Uh-huh.
I feel like I'm behind the game. But you know what I do know? I do know that after Christmas, gingerbread leaves Starbucks.
Uh-huh.
Pumpkin is hanging on still at some, but pretty
Uh-huh.
much goes to what does Starbucks do for the rest of the year?
Well, now they're probably just in the throes of spring.
You think they're in the throes of spring, or do you think they're just going to focus on some oat milk
Maybe oat milk, maybe some chai, maybe an Earl Grey, maybe
or
some matcha,
lavender? Something
or
lavender,
maybe lavender.
right? Something lavender. I'm sure always something lavender. Maybe daffodil or dandelion. It's the newest dandelion matcha choca mocha latte frappe. Haha. Enjoy.
Oh my
Right?
God. Spoken from the lady who gets her hot chocolate
Hot
extra
chocolate,
hot.
extra hot. But you know why I get it extra hot, don't you?
No, because you don't drink it.
That's because I don't drink it right away. So I definitely don't drink it, nor do I really drink it, but I definitely don't drink it right away. So I
Uh-huh.
like it extra hot. So then by the time I actually get around to thinking about drinking it, it's still
Uh-huh.
warm. And there's a
Uh,
chance I'll drink some of it. But you're right, I still don't really drink it.
No, you don't.
but I don't like whipped cream on it,
You're very wasteful.
right? That's what I do.
Uh-huh.
That's what I do, Samantha.
I know.
Right? That's what I do. I can't help it. That's just who I am,
Ah.
right? I don't mean to be wasteful. I just waste.
All right, sloth.
Oh, yeah, sloth 1 and 2, right? You're just as slothy as me.
Okay.
If anything, all your slothiness has worn off on me. Right?
Oh, yeah, that's it.
Right? That's what we've become.
Keep
Sloth
telling
1 and
yourself.
sloth 2.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, guys, we want your feedback on what we talk about. So send your comments to ishakemyhead@gmail.com. You might just find it being mentioned during one of our episodes. You just never know. And just a reminder that you can get some I Shake My Head swag at Threadless, which is ishakemyhead.threadless.com. We want to thank John Domingo for putting together our podcast every week. He makes us sound awesome.
Samantha, you want to tell people what we might be doing?
We might be. Well, we
Well, we
are going.
are, but we're just not sure of all the details.
We're heading out to Collingwood, Ontario. If you're in the area and want to hang out with us, we'll be there January 26th. We're just going to hang out, chat, have a few drinks, maybe some snacks, and just,
Hey,
see what's up.
what's up? That's
Up.
what we do. That's what we like to do. All right, Samantha, any big plans for New Year's Eve?
It involves a nap.
A nap? Does it involve going to bed before or after midnight?
It'll probably involve ringing in somewhere that's
Like
closer
Newfoundland?
to, somewhere.
Somewhere in the Maritimes? Fair enough, right?
It just New
Uh,
Year's is not as exciting as it once was.
no, right? Like no, thank you. Andy
Ah.
Cohen and Anderson Cooper or Ryan Seacrest?
Oh gosh.
Or you're
Uh
flipping?
it will probably flip because it probably will depend on the people that they have
It will no,
playing.
it will depend on whether or not Andy Cohen and Anderson Cooper are allowed to drink alcohol.
Well, I doubt that.
Well, they're making a play. They're making a kick. They're
Uh,
trying.
well, Ryan Seacrest won't drink on the job, so
No, he won't, right? But Andy Cohen needs to because that
because
makes
he's a
it
professional.
right. Andy Cohen needs to. It makes it brilliant. Makes it so much fun. All right, Samantha. Anything else this week?
No, I think I'm good.
No. Well, I think I'm better.
Ugh,
You set yourself up. Friends of the
I know.
podcast, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Enjoy these awkward few days in between when you're just not sure what to do. And that's all I got. Samantha, always a pleasure.
It should be.
Who's a pretty girl? I'm a pretty girl.
Ugh.